Hi my loves, thanks for returning. I hope this video finds you happy and doing well. As you know by the thumbnail, this video is going to be on underrated products that just don't get a lot of love here on the YT. So if you're interested, then just keep watching. All right, so I have some products here and I'm going to try to go pretty fast. It shouldn't take that long. I have some eyeshadow palettes, makeup, and some skincare. Now I do have to say about the skincare that I'm going to talk about, this is skincare that I have been using for a while. This isn't something that I've used a couple months and trying to speak to it. You can go back, I don't know how far back, and see where I've talked about these products, even use these products in Get Ready With Me's. Even if you go and look at some of my 1-minute videos on Instagram, you can see where I'm using a serum that I'm going to talk about. So I just wanted to get that out there. And as far as the eyeshadow palettes that I'm going to talk about, all of them are indie brands, and I do see people talking about these products, but just not a lot. And I'm basing this on when I watch people's Get Ready With Me's or their favorites, just videos like that. You can kind of look at the title and see who's talking about what. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. That I want to talk about is by Zoeva, and this is the Spice of Life. Now this palette, you can get this one on the Zoeva website, or you can get it at Ulta. This comes in at $28, and I know you're probably looking at the palette thinking there's a lot to be desired, but this is a very good palette for everyday use. This is something that if you travel a lot and you don't have to worry about needing another palette to complete your look. All of these shadows are very blendable. The metallics are very soft and creamy. And let me just go ahead and swatch two for you, and I'll just show you on my finger. Can you see that? Very, very pretty. All right, so this next one is by Nable. Now, Nable does get a lot of love and hype, but I haven't seen a lot of people talk about their minis. And this is the Cutie palette, and this is the coral one. It looks like this. It has a little mirror, and here are the shades. This is very cute. These two are toppers, and you get a matte and you get two metallics. And I'll just go ahead and swatch a few for you. And here they are swatched. This is one palette that has very blendable mattes and all of the metallics. Everything about this palette is really good. This would be one of those products where if someone asked me you can only pick 5 or you can only pick 20 products, this would be among those products, because it's very hard to mess up a look with the formula that Nable has. But this mini one, I feel as though is kind of underrated. This next one is by September Rose, and this is the Brew palette. Isn't that nice? It's very pretty artwork, and you get a little mirror. Okay, and here are the shades. I particularly like this color story. I think that this is a palette that you can use every day. I don't see a lot of people talking about this one. As you can see, you get a deep chocolate brown, you get a deep burgundy, a deep terracotta shade, you get a black, you get a white, you get some metallics, and here are the shades. I know that's kind of awkward the way I'm showing you. But anyway, they're really nice. The metallics in here are really soft and buttery, so you might want to use a soft hand or a lighter hand when you're applying those. But this is one beautiful palette, and I love the color story. That I want to talk about is by Moira. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And this is a dash of gold, and does come with a little mirror. And here are the shadows. Again, this is a palette that you can use every day. And I know that you all are like, why does she keep saying that? Because according to my analytics, I do look at my analytics. A lot of people that watch me are in my age group, and I'm 48. So it's like between 35 to like 60. That's like the age group that watches me. And I know that a lot of women out there, you all work, you travel, and especially when you travel, you don't want to have a lot of palettes. You just want to have one that you can grab and get a complete look with. And I think that you can definitely do that with this palette. Let me go ahead and swatch a few, and here they are. And the mattes blend so well in this palette. If you're one who likes to leave your base, to leave it a little tacky, these eyeshadows will work. If you're one that likes to set it, these shadows will work. Any type of situation, this palette is going to play well with you. You know how some palettes or eyeshadows, you have to kind of do this or kind of do that. And if you don't do this, there's no funny stuff like that going on. This is just a really good palette, especially for $16. All right, so the next two that I think are underrated, I think that you all may be like, girl, but I just don't see a lot of people talking about these two particular palettes, and I think it's because they're cool tone palettes, and that would be the Pat McGrath Mothership Subliminal and the Pat McGrath Platinum Bronze. And it just seems as though cool tone eyeshadows really don't get enough love on the YT overall, and especially among, you know, deeper skin tones. Typically we shy away from these colors. I know that I was like that, but let's take a look at the larger one. This blue right here, I think that this blue looks good on everyone. That's a cool tone. Even all of her shadows down here, this brown and the deeper brown is a cool tone. All of them are really pretty, but the Platinum Bronze, I feel you can do a little bit more of, and here are the shades right here. A lot of those shades you can use to deepen up your crease. You can use it as a liner. You can use it all over your lid. And of course, I have to swatch a few for you from this palette. So here we go from the Platinum Bronze. Those are the shadows. And these are the ones from the Mothership Subliminal, the bigger palette. So definitely don't sleep on the cooler tone eyeshadows. I do see some videos out there where a lot more people are coming around and wanting to use the cool tones. And with those type of shades, those are going to be the ones that you wear when you're going to work or anytime you're going to be in a conservative atmosphere. So either way, those are underrated, and I really think that people should talk about them more. All right, so the next one that I have is a whipped argan oil, and this is by JOSIE Marin, and this it's pretty much a body butter. I'm just about finished with this one, but the texture is a really thick type of texture. So if you have dry skin, this would be a really good whipped butter to try. Now, if you're a type of person that doesn't like that oily or greasy type of feeling, I would say to definitely leave that alone. But myself and my children have dry skin, and these type of products work really well. So you can kind of see what your hands look like after you've kind of put them on. You see how shiny my hands are? But yeah, this one is definitely underrated. Now, I think it is on the pricier side. This comes in at $36, so maybe that's it. But yeah, this one's definitely on the list, and if you have dry skin or eczema or anything like that, definitely check this one out. So the next one is a concealer, and this is my favorite concealer hands down, and this is by IT. This is the Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and with this one you get the highlight, and on the other side you get the actual concealer. And the reason that I love this one so much is because the actual part that conceals is my actual skin tone. So I can conceal with the darker side, and with the lighter side I can do a highlight. So if you are my skin tone and you're looking for a really good concealer that's not too drying, that's going to leave your under eye very hydrated, I would try this one. This would be one of those type of items if somebody came to me and said, which concealer do you have to have? And it would be this one. I don't care about, you know, all the other ones could go, but this one right here, I would have to have it. And I just don't see a lot of people talking about it. It is a really, really, really good concealer. All right, so this next one is a foundation, and this is the Pure 4-in-1 Love Your Selfie Foundation. This is the one that comes in 100 different shades. This one is really good for you. It has a lot of good ingredients. I really do like the packaging because you can either use the pump or you can use the doe foot to actually spot conceal or however you want to apply the foundation. And it's super affordable. It is a bit of a drawback that all of the shades aren't in the stores. If you go in Ulta and you don't see your shade, you might want to try Kohl's as well, because I found that they have different shades than Ulta has, which is really interesting. Also, if you go to the the Pure website, You can order a sample for, I think it's like between $5 and $10, something like that. But this one, if you have mature skin, this one is a beautiful foundation. I have it on now, and anytime that I go somewhere and I want full coverage and I know that I'm going to be there a long time and I want my skin to feel comfortable, I pick this foundation. So it's underrated. A lot of people don't talk about it, and I'm not sure. I think that, and this could be my little assumption, but I'm thinking that particular brands just kind of get talked about more in some cases, not in all cases, but not sure why this foundation isn't loved by everybody. All right, this next item I have been using for a long time, and this is by GoPure. This is their vitamin C serum. It has ferulic acid, vitamin E, and green tea, and this is it right here. And I like to just put this all over my face in the morning because it is thin. You do get the little droplet applicator, and I also like how they put it in a dark bottle because, as you know, direct sunlight and things like that can cause the serum to go bad. It just helps the serum to be kept longer. So this is one underrated product that really works. This next one is by COSRX. Put on my glasses for this one. And this is the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence. Okay, and this says being 96% snail secretion filtrate. This essence helps the skin lose less moisture while keeping the skin smooth and healthy. And because this particular essence is so sticky, I like to use it at night. And whenever I use this along with my other skincare products, in the morning, my skin feels very hydrated, soft, and supple. So if you're having an issue with dryness or patchy skin or something like that, I would encourage you to use an essence. You don't necessarily have to pick this one. You can pick any essence that you want, but an essence is just a double layer of hydration, kind of like it's not necessary, but it's going to help your skin more if you include an essence in your skincare routine. So that's pretty much it. Those are all of my items that I feel are just underrated and not talked about enough. Let me know down in the comments what items are good that you like, that you feel are underrated, that you just don't hear a lot of people talking about here on the YT. Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and until my next video, smooches.